Here we go. Hello, my name is Andrew Morgan Smith, and I wanted to talk to you today about a library track that I wrote for the sample library Choir Essentials. And just kind of walk you through the library a little bit and give you my thoughts. So here you go. So, cool thing about this library is that it's relatively, first of all, the price point is pretty low. So it's kind of an entry-level choir library, but has a cool epic sound to it. When you want it, it can even go down to like James Horner level boys choir kind of stuff or children's choir stuff. Um, so, cool things to note to start off with. I like that the Stravaz has put in their polyphonic legato on these tracks. So like just on the legato patch, I can just I can sketch that way, which I like to. And sometimes what I'll do is, you can see right here, I'll sketch in on one track and then I'll copy it down to the next track, and I might orchestrate it out with whatever the other parts are. So which is further over here, but so this build over here, I kind of did that with that. Let me pull this over so you can kind of see that I muted certain parts of it, but it's the same track, same automation, but the tracks sound different enough that you can keep the same automation. They don't tend to sound robotic, which I like that about the Reflatus stuff as well. So once again, this is 9 tracks, and the way they have it set up is their legatos are polyphonic legatos, which is nice, and they have pretty good dynamic range. And then they have their performance patches, which are their syllables, right? So here's their syllables, and it has a limited amount of syllables, but you can do all that, and it gives you the option as well to be divided. So if you divide the patch, It just means that you're now, altos and sopranos are separated. Whenever you're normal, they just overlap in the range, and in octaves, moves it up. So, but that's a nice option to have, especially if you're trying to write quickly in Sketch. You can work with those, as well as your mic positions and all that kind of stuff. So that was really cool about this library. It allowed me to write a cool track very quickly, relatively quickly with choir, especially one that's going to involve syllables and all that kind of stuff. So I can play through a little bit of these just by themselves so we get an idea of what this might sound like. So here's some of the dynamic. So as you can hear, there's a nice dynamic range on that. Something else to note that some libraries do, but this one does as well, which is the syllables. You can kind of control how long they are, so you can go short or long. Right? So that's kind of a nice bit, so you can do what I did on this without too much trouble. Right, so that's really cool to be able to do that without too much trouble. The release is just sounds pretty nice. And then obviously it has a nice big, this is all performance. Which gives you that big epic sound, right? Which is in context. Sorry about the big volume bump. I just turned off a plug-in on my setup that might have made things sound a little bit weird, but so yeah, and then obviously the cool thing about some of this stuff is you can get real subtle with it. So back at the ending of it, here's the back end stuff, right? So yeah, I think it has a lot of cool things to offer. A lot of range, and especially at the price point they're at, it's just such a nice offering. So I'm going to be a little bit short just because it's been kind of a crazy couple months. But please check it out. If you like it, let me know. If you have any other questions, or if you have any questions about the library, leave questions in the comments, or if you have any ideas for other videos or whatever you want. So hit me up, and I'd love to check it out. So thanks so much for watching.